Hello, my good students. Welcome back to the channel, the Edified Gamer, where I am your host, and you are the loveliest little students. Join me back on the fourth episode now of our War on the Sea Let's Play series as the Imperial Japanese Navy. You see us here as the Mogami class heavy cruiser, joining our Task Force 2, led by Takao at the moment, speeding our way down to provide a little bit more support for these constant air attacks which we are expecting now. Now that we have been under attack from carrier-based attack aircraft, or at least that's what we need to assume. With the direction that they're coming from and the numbers they're coming from, they have to be a carrier, and that actually, I think there must be, rather than an escort carrier, a full-on, larger fleet carrier. One other thing as an aside before we get started, I can't remember if I stated this very clearly in previous episodes, but we will be playing this with the objective of course, either to finish the campaign properly or until we sink enough ships where we only find cruisers, or not cruisers, destroyers and submarines eventually. Once we run out of cruisers and battleships and aircraft carriers, I think that's where we're going to call an end to this series, because it will start getting rather monotonous then and just tedious. So, I'll see you on the tactical map. Alrighty then, so let's try and catch up with what we were doing on the last episode, shall we? So we are retreating a little bit with Task Force 2 to try and get some distance from that aircraft carrier and actually make it easier for the Zeros coming in from the Shortland Islands to support us. They are coming in to provide combat air support over Task Force 2. And of course we do have Mogami coming over, although the thing about Japanese ships is that not a lot of them at all were built specifically for anti-aircraft firepower, like American cruisers might have been. So we really need to rely on the combat air patrols, and we need to get our carrier Ryujo rearmed as well as quickly as possible. We still haven't quite done that. We're going to try and select it here. We can see it's still trying to make its way to Rabaul here. I'm just going to try and look at the course again. That's going to take just 2.6 hours to get there, and that's only to rearm. Of course, we need to bring it back into the field of battle here. So what we're going to do is keep our, we're going to land these two Jakes here and try and get this Jake out over here. This is where we think the carrier may be stationed at the moment, judging by the direction the fighters and bombers are coming in from. So Mogami is ready to launch, and so is Takao. So we're going to launch their two Jakes again, just very quickly. So let's get on with that, I suppose. What we want to do is we've got this Jake coming over here, so I am going to keep a fairly wide but short distance arc of reconnaissance over this way, just so we don't get caught out by a surface fleet as well as the carrier's fleet. We are also going to launch one just down here to try and double cross or double over on our paths here, and see if the carrier tries retreating down here rather than going back over here. Also have the I-15 over here, who's just going to be patrolling this entrance over here to Guadalcanal, so we don't get caught short with our pants down. It's never a fun experience, trust me, it's happened. It's always slightly embarrassing. So we do also have Task Force 3 loaded with supplies to get to the Shortland Islands. It is only a single supply ship, because we don't need, or we can't even carry any more supplies at the moment. We need to wait until day 7 or even day 8 before we can actually get more supplies and fuel over, because that's just how the mechanics work in this game. You need to wait every week for your HQs to be resupplied properly. We do also have another submarine coming out as well. We might even use that to hunt down the carrier when we spot it. Okay, so again, we've got some fighters coming in here. Unfortunately, we are just going to have to go in there. We're going to make sure our air radar is turned on, and that's about as much defense as we can do. Yeah, okay, so they're off to our rear. They are just, well, say they're just Wildcats. They can, of course, start fires on our lightly armed ships. We're going to get our formation to turn round and go slightly faster speed, or full speed. This is just so we can get slightly better anti-air coverage, because the angles coming from the rear are terrible on our ships. If you just look at Fubikis here, we can see that there's just nothing on the back there. But it looks as if the enemy are either just trying, yeah, they're trying to get some decent altitude on us. I was hoping they'd be rather hesitant. This gives us time to maneuver as well. Okay, so they're finally in range of us. We can see the first group coming in here, and our flak from the Takao is coming off. I would love it if we had some, there we go, longer range AFI coming off from the small calibers there. That's what we really need. What we might actually start investing in, if we can't get rid of this anytime soon, are some Akazuki class destroyers. And the reason for that is because their main are, oh my god, they've started a fire, an explosion on there. What have we taken? So fire to the funnel is nothing too major. They've crashed into us. Great stuff. Jesus Christ. American kamikazes confirmed. No, they did get shot down first. Yeah, I'd say we might start investing in Akazuki class destroyers because their main caliber guns are also dual purpose flak guns. So they are made for anti-air superiority. I think they're also loaders as well, if I remember correctly. So they'd be fairly useful for gunfights. But we did only manage to shoot down one aircraft, which is rather unfortunate. We are going to tell everyone to slow back down and let Takao start looking at getting this fire cleared up. They've got 3 fires now. Okay, so I'm actually going to take damage controls off of the funnel here. It's not on fire. We need to contain those. This is not good if they're managing to do this sort of damage though with just fighters. We really need to get some combat air patrol on us as soon as possible. Alrighty then, so we're straight back onto the strategic map here. We do see that the Zeros are getting very, very close, and so is the Mogami. So hopefully that's in time to cover us for the next attack wave. I didn't think I'd bother you with the rest of the battle there. The Wildcats did just retreat straight after that, and it's only watching me get rid of some fires, which is rather passive. Okay, so we're going to make sure the Mogami's course is actually closer towards that. Going to intersect there. Brilliant stuff. Here we go. There's another group, and we do have Zeros overhead. Let's take them on. There's only 4 Zeros though at the moment. So let's get our air radar on. And we're going to go to, before we start, we're going to go to our Zeros. We're going to tell them to form up, and we're going to get them to speed, all the way over to our ships here. Want them to get there as quickly as possible. What do we have here? It is, yeah, okay, we definitely have a carrier in play then, because these are Avengers, I believe, and they'll be torpedo bombers. So what we want to do is actually possibly change our formation with our ships while we can. We're going to get them to, that's the thing, we want them to form up almost, not necessarily too close together so that we have a chance of dodging torpedoes, but close enough that they can cover each other with AA fire. What do you reckon would be the best formation? They're coming from our rear. I think actually a formation like this would be fine as long as they stay on our rear. So what we're going to do is keep in circle formation, form up, and we are actually going to just turn around a little like this and start weaving if we can. I don't think that'll be in time though. We're going to go full speed and try and get the Zeros in. We're going to get, yeah, we're going to get them to form up. And we're going to get them to attack these Avengers over here. We're going to go full speed. Full speed, please. Yeah, you can see they're diving now to get their altitude right. Disgusting stuff. This is not good. But the thing about American torpedoes, especially from airdrop ones, is that they do have a higher chance to be duds over ours. So we're gonna hope. We're gonna hope. But you never know. Okay, so I'm now going to issue more direct attack commands to our Zeros, and I will see you in a second when the action starts. Okay, and here we go. We're going to tell our zeros to actually get to a slower speed. And just make sure that's happening because we are getting within range now. We want a slower speed so they're more manoeuvrable and get more time on target. Of course, I have told them individually to attack certain planes, so we're going to hope that they get a one pass on them, which would be amazing. I could manually control it, but it is rather janky on this game because it's more simulation rather than arcade. We are going to get us to fire now, I think. Just see what happens. Fire early on, get a nice stream there. Ooh, I thought that'd be a crash. Not a one pass at all. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Slow down a tad. Please fire. There we go. That's one down. That's two down. Excellent stuff. Let's just make sure they have orders again. Yep, go for that one. If you go for that and attack, please. If you slow down, and you can go for this one. If you slow down, please. Come on, my dude. Come on, my dude. There we go. That's one. But we do, of course, have more flights coming in. So these two are actually going to go around and attack these planes now. Which numbers do we have going over? 1 and 4. Okay, we'll get them on there. We're going to get number 2 and 3 to attack 5 and 6. Excellent stuff. That's the first squadron down. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Let's get number 7, please, with number 4 and number 1. Can you go over to number 8, please? Let's go over to number 2, see what he's doing. Oh, curb your speed. Now, I'm hoping we don't get shot down by their tail gunners. That would be rather pathetic. Speed up just a little bit. I would love to take control myself, actually, because he's not doing as I want him to at all. There we go. Speed up again. Get your machine guns firing. This is going to be terrible. Excellent stuff. We're putting back on automatic. Excellent stuff. That's all of that's flight down. Can't speak. Getting too excited. We have lost a 0 of our own though. I might have shot that down myself. I didn't actually notice. But it's a worthy sacrifice, if you ask me. Alright, so number 2 can go over here. Number 3 can go for 11. This is a little bit tedious, I must say, getting these orders off, but it needs to be done. Oh, I didn't actually get that final one off. Okay, so number 4, can you stay over? Where are we? Actually, no, we'll get number 4 to go for that again. We'll get number 3 because he's behind. He's got the best attack angle on number 6 here. Get him to do that. And yeah, hopefully he's not going too fast for that. Excellent stuff. Straight down, one pass there. Brilliant, that's what we like to see. Here, get over here, please. Excellent stuff there. This is brilliant. Okay, so 4 zeros with 1 loss have managed to take down all of their Avengers there. That is only going to be 1 attack flight of Avengers. They'll probably have another on the deck of the carrier. But, oh my god, that is brilliant. We could not have asked for better, apart from possibly not losing that single 0. May have to go back and look at that, see if that was actually friendly fire there. But it's a worthy sacrifice, if you ask me, like I say. So, with that being done, we're going to go back to the strategic map. Alrighty, so we are, of course, going to keep our zeros over Task Force 2 to patrol there, and we're going to keep retreating until we spot that aircraft carrier. We're going to keep an eye on our road as well to make sure that we can get it resupplied. Here we go. Alright, so that's got to be some Wildcats, but we're going to, we need to go to that. Okay, interesting. That might mean that they're going to try and take down our Jake, which is rather sad. So let's try and evade them there because nothing's in sight. We're going to instantly order a retreat and actually cheese the game a little bit. But we can see that they're over here. What was the course of that, Jake? That was the one searching for the carrier, wasn't it? Should we go down here and here first? We go over here, back up to here maybe. Have a look around, and that will expend our fuel in that direction. Excellent stuff. So hopefully we'll be able to find it now. We are of course going to merge this one over. Let's try and merge it. Set model ships to join nearby group. That one. Brilliant. We're going to double check the formation with that. So the Mogami is going to be at the rear with the Takao in the centre, covered by Nagara on their starboard. Yeah, that's fine. Really, we need another destroyer to fill some gaps there, don't we? But that's okay, we'll take that. I quite like that formation. Suits us fine. That's brilliant. So we now have some more firepower in that. Let's go again. Keep an eye on the Ryujo in the corner. Brilliant. We now have Ryujo rearmed, so we are instantly going to get it back out into action and get it in the usual safe place over here. That is going to take 20 hours to get there though, so it's going to be basically a full day. We do need to survive that long. Shouldn't be a problem though, we should be okay. We haven't spotted any more surface fleets, which might be... could be good, could be bad. Really depends what's out there. Let's go back round here to Guadalcanal, I think. The Zeros have run out of fuel, so we're going to try and get... okay, so they can't launch another 0.2 hours. Really want them... that's got to be very quick though, because it's getting towards the evening where we won't be able to launch any aircraft. So let's do that very quickly before that happens. Let's get all three of them out. Over here, actually we can tell them just go to Task Force. It is 2 now, isn't it? Task Force 10, fair enough. Do that. But the fact that it's so late means that the enemy won't be able to launch planes either. So we're now blind. We are just going to wait here, I think, see what happens. Bring out again. Alright, so air operations are now available, and we do have Ryujo in range of our ships. So I think what we're going to do is actually launch some Zeros off of here to cover Task Force 10. I think we're also going to rename Task Force 10 if we can. We'll call it Takao Task Force. Just to make things a bit clearer, and we don't have to keep forgetting what the name is of it. It's nice to have that as a flagship as well. I do really like the Takao. I think looks-wise, it's definitely my favourite Japanese cruiser of World War II. Please leave in the comments what your favourite Japanese cruiser of World War II is. I know you love it. Alright, so we've also managed to rearm some Zeros over here, so we do have 4 out of 4. We are actually going to use them to scout a little bit though. I want to actually scout closer over here though, to New Guinea and above Australia, because you never know what's over there. We're going to get this submarine to launch its Jake as well. Again, just covering our flanks, because I'm really scared actually. We've not seen any submarines yet, or no enemy ones, so that could possibly happen. We're going to get this Jake out again, searching for that carrier. It must be around here somewhere. It must be. We're going to get this submarine to launch over here as an advanced scout. Oh my god, my mouse. Sorry, I apologise. To get over here, to get some eyes out here. Going to get Nagara to launch one as well, because it can. Come on, my dude. Let's try selecting this way. Nagara, launch aircraft. We have no aircraft because it got shot down. That is a bit of a problem on that. But the Mogami should have one. That's the wrong button there. Just get rid of that. Jake, yep. Of course. I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to scout further out down here actually with this one. Try going this way. Okay, and I'll join you in a minute if we spot something. Alrighty guys, guess what I've spotted? Finally come to that time. Let's put into binocular views here. Oh, that is a task force and a half. Jesus Christ. We are not going to do that in a full frontal assault. Just yet. So what can we see? That is, I think that's a Lexington, because it's quite fat aircraft carrier. We'll take a closer look in a second. Certainly 2 heavy cruisers. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 destroyers, and must be 2 light cruisers there. And the we've been spotted. They've launched fighters at us. Or is that just a... yeah, it's a fighter patrol. We're going to get out of here as soon as we can. We are going to have a quick look and try and identify this. This does look like a Lexington. Let's have a look. CVs. No, it's not a Lexington. That's the Lexington's got a very standout funnel, so it might be Yorktown. Must be Yorktown. Oh, it's a Wasp. Okay, interesting. So, does it tell us what it has on it? Aircraft. Okay, so yeah, 24 of each attack flight. Okay, that's not great. Its armor is alright, I suppose. It's not so good as the Yorktowns. How many are there in this group, though? I forget how to check. Here we go. So just the one Wasp, at least, but they got a Yorktown class which has the Yorktown Enterprise and Hornet in. Lexington should also have one more. Yeah, the Saratoga. A bit of trivia for you here, actually. The Saratoga was used, it did survive World War II until the Americans used it as a nuclear bomb test site. So yeah, I'd love to be able to do that here. But yeah, okay, so heavy cruiser wise, there's a Northampton over here, a Northampton over here as well. We've got an Atlanta as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, 2 Atlanta classes. So if we send an air group over to attack this aircraft carrier too early, we're going to be sending them straight to their deaths, because not only is the carrier littered with anti-aircraft guns, and the heavy cruisers are rather good at this as well, but the Atlantas are literally made to be anti-aircraft ships. You see, I don't know if I mentioned before, but you see all of these main armaments here. They are only, I think, 120 millimeters. Yeah, 127 millimeter guns, which is the same as you'll find on later tier American destroyers. But because of that, they're also, all of them are dual-purpose mounts, so they fire as normal artillery batteries and anti-air flat cannons, which is rather a scary sight for any aircraft. So I think we are definitely going to try and get a submarine to look at this. We have marked it with a map note. Yeah, so let's order a retreat, I think. Might not be enough time though to get out, so we're going to increase our speed and just tell him to get out there. It's not going to be fast enough though to escape. All of these Wildcats, let's say all of us, only the one squad of 4. Keep an eye on the time there. Oh, it's going to be close. There we go. Just managed to cheese the game there. We're going to... yeah, so we've marked it with a map note. Because we started that as an engagement, of course it does count as an engagement, so we're not going to be able to get sight of that again for another couple of hours or so. That's not a problem. We have marked it, and we do have an idea now. So we're going to keep sending scouts over there. I think we're going to get this one to return to base now. And we're going to get, so we have already ordered our submarine over in that direction. We're not going to lose any time at all. We are also going to unload all cargo from here if we are in range. Excellent stuff. So we should be up on supplies now over here. Yeah, so we are just waiting now for the week to tick over. It's another 3 days to get through before we can actually upgrade these ports. So we're going to tell this one to go over, and I think we're just going to sell it for now, because we should be able to afford it in 3 days' time again. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so you're joining me now with the time being 10 to 5 in the afternoon, and we've just been encountered by some attack aircraft. It does look just to be a fighter attack group. So I think what we're going to do is actually try and keep our zeros over our ships just a little bit. Don't really want to lose many. Actually, no, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight in for the attack. Bugger it. Yeah, let's go straight in. Let's order these to go for individual planes. We have number 1 going for their own 1. 2 for 2. This may be a bit tedious. I will see you in a second, just once we got this done. Okay, so with the orders done, that's that, I believe. We're just waiting for them to get in range. So you may notice we do have a lot of zeros here. That's because we did manage to get our Ryujo's flight back in action and covering us just in time. I don't think we've had them over us for very long at all. So we're going to go get in range now, I think. So this might actually turn out to be fairly messy. We are on equal numbers. We are going to leave it down to the automatic attack orders here. See us all getting into range here. We are only going to start adjusting speeds, I think. That's what we're going to do. So we can get slightly better attacks off. See what happens here. Who's going to draw first blood? It could be us. It could be us. Come on, my dude. Just turn around a little bit. Oh, we've tickled them a little bit there. Everyone's attacking. You can look at the mess on the map. We've got one steaming. Let's go over to over here. See what he's doing. Come on, my dude. Sort yourself out. It looks like we're tailing over here. Oh, is that someone on our tail there? No. Oh, that was close. That was close. Oh, this guy's just missing as well. Sort yourself out. Not down to anyone. There we go. We're down one. Brilliant stuff. That's first blood to us. We'll take that as a sign of victory. Yes, we're starting to get all sorts down now. Excellent stuff. Oh, come on, get him. Oh, there we go. There's another two. Oh, that's one of our zeros downed, actually. That's a shame. That's another of theirs down, though, in the same time. We'll take that. So where are we now with orders? We just need to have a look exactly what the number of attacks. Okay, so they've lost 5. That's brilliant stuff. That's out of 12. Nearly half of them down. So are you attacking number 8 there? Yeah, but just make sure he's got the order on. Yeah, they're after number 6. After 6 as well. We're going to get a few zeros to go over at this attack group over here, this squad. Let's do that. Get these zeros over here. This one, yeah, you go for 11. You've got a nice passing over there. We're going to get this one to support and come over. You can go over here as well, I think. So let's just see how that pans out. Who are you after? Number 6. Brilliant stuff. Increase your speed just a tad, please. They've lost one more aircraft. Brilliant stuff. With 2 on this one's flank, 3 on this one's flank. He can't be lasting too long here. Come on. This is ridiculous. Oh, that's one more of theirs down. Oh, that's another one. We're getting so close now. So close. Oh, no, they have. Oh, my God, that was only a distraction. This is tense stuff. All right, we're going to ignore their fighters now and go straight over to their Dauntlesses now, because this is the real threat, of course. So we're going to issue loads and loads of orders now. Get straight on it. 1 plane per plane, please. That would be great. Number 4 over there. Excellent. So that's 1 squad targeted now. If you could all get decent speeds. They're looking okay so far. Oh my God, this is hectic. This is very hectic. It's a lot to think about here. I'm glad we noticed that in time. So what we're going to do with that, actually, is once we've started getting orders off on our flights, we're going to get some evasive manoeuvres off on our ships. Because I could have sworn that was all we had with the fighters there. Alright, so all of those are off that we can do. Fubuki, what are you up to? Can you please increase your speed? Everyone's going to form up and keep a circle formation. And we are going to actually try and get around like that, I think. Oh, I see. So I think they do only have... How many have we shot down so far? We've shot down 8, so they should have 4 fighters left. By telling everyone to attack the Dauntlesses, we are, of course, leaving our zeros open for return fire, but I really need these down. Really need to get rid of them. What's our speeds at? Okay, decent speeds. We are nearly in range. You can see them just above there. Oh, I would love a better altitude, guys. Come on, I've told you to attack. Increase your altitude. What's he doing? What's he doing? We're going to miss them. Here we go. This guy's got the right idea. At least, please, let's just get him firing just in case he can get some hits in there. Excellent. That's oh yeah, that's a 0. Some other planes down. Brilliant. That's the first attack gone off there. Gonna get him straight on there. You turn around as well, please. Yeah, I've lost a lot of zeros in that attack. Actually, that is rather terrible. But I did say that that may happen with the Wildcats on our flank now. It's the risk we had to take, but the ships are more important here. Oh dear, dear, dear. We do have a 0 over here again. He is targeting this Dauntless. We're going to get him to try and get him to decrease his speed, but nope. Okay, brilliant stuff. We can only hope. Yeah, we've only got 3 zeros left now. We can only hope this our AA from the ships is good enough. That's rather disappointing, actually, considering we shot down a lot of their Wildcats. Looks like they're going for our destroyer here, though, and our Mogamy's close enough. We're going to get a collision here. Need to slow right down, please, and actually turn out like that. Oh, that's 1 hit with a bomb. It wasn't a major bomb by the looks of it with the explosion. That's only minor damage, a bit of flooding. It's right on top of our Mogamy there. I'm glad we avoided that collision. Our 0 is just not helping out at all now, though, so we are just looking out for this final attack over here. We could try and get some people round. We get them actually just... they've dropped that. Yeah, we've only got 2 zeros in the air now. This is terrible stuff. Let's get them on this Wildcat, I suppose. That's all we can do. And what is this one going for? I think we will get this cow to lean over a little bit to starboard. Because these Dauntlesses are clearly after it. Oh, what was that? Fubuki took hits by a dud bomb. But, oh, so many other bombs. Oh my god, poor Fubuki. Oh no. Oh, that looked like a magazine explosion as well. Oh, it's not so bad, but a lot of floods on it now. That one's clearly dropped. Is it misses? Look like they all miss. Jesus Christ, that is... No, we've got a fire on to cow. There's only the 1 fire. Okay, so we're going to tell everyone to stop. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Devastating. So break and everyone can just go down to 0, please. Everyone down to 0. Just slow down. Don't worry. Make sure you don't get collisions now is what we're going for. Because we don't want any sort of friendly fire now. We do still have, yeah, is it 2 zeros in the air now? Could try and get them on retreat so they don't come back later on. No, we've lost a 0 now. So that's very sad. It's very, very sad. Are they coming in for a strafe? No. Oh dearie, dearie, dear. I think we're going to order a retreat now. There's not much more we can do with a single 0. We're just going to make sure Fubuki can repair up because that is a horrible, horrible attack. We've lost a torpedo tube. We've got so much flooding now. We may have to send Fubuki and Shirayuki back because Shirayuki is still, of course, damaged from previous battles. Our task force is not looking too healthy at all. We're going to have to rely on our carrier and our submarines out for the time being, I think. I think we'll send the whole task force back very soon to rearm and, of course, release a couple ships. Do we still have that 0 in the air? Yeah, he's having a go. He's having a go. Come on. Let's try and get manual control over him, but it's really not liking it. There we go. Let's try and reduce his speed there while just waiting for the retreat timer to go down. Nah. See, 0 is meant to be turn and altitude fighters, if I remember rightly, but it's not managing to get there. We go. We're finally down. It's very, very sad. The final 0 going down there. F in chat for zeros, please. We came off worse than that in that attack in the end. It's a good start, but just couldn't do it. Okay, so back on the strategic map straight after that attack. They lost 14 planes, but we lost all 12 of that zeros flights, which means that our Ryuja is now down to half of these 0 capacities. And Fubuki was left in critical damage and moderate flooding, with at least 4 compartments permanently flooded and rendered inoperable. Takao did manage to come out of that fairly well, with only a little bit of damage to minor components and no fires. But yeah, we are definitely going to have to send these submarines over to that carrier and stop these attacks before anything major happens. And we are going to have to send, I think, Takao Task Force straight back to Rabaul to repair and rearm out of that, and maybe swap out our 2 destroyers for 2 other destroyers if we can. But on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be it for this episode today. Rather a short one compared to the previous ones, I believe, if I timed it right. But I hope it's been enjoyable. Certainly things have happened. Made no gains, but we have, of course, finally sighted that pesky Air Force, aircraft carrier rather. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Please leave your feedback in the comments. That would be very, very much appreciated. But in the meantime, I'm being the Edified Gamer, and I hope all your nights and days are auspicious. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.